Yesterday, we pretty much got full confirmation that the Global Dokkan campaign in 2025 is going to most likely be Vegito Blue and some sort of Zamasu, Goku Black Rose, and Fuse Zamasu. So with that, I kind of wanted to go over this video real quick. If you look up there, try not to spoil yourself too much, but I do have a bunch of tabs open for what part 1 could look like with all these different types of summonable characters. I have EZAs. Obviously, we don't know any types of events or any stuff. Hopefully, we'll get some red zone or something along that line, some good, difficult content. But let's get right into it. If you are excited to see I wouldn't really call it a concept because it's not super concepty, but basically what this could look like, alright? Global Dokkan campaign slash worldwide download celebration moved up into global anniversary. Let's see what we could get. And again, this is centered around Future Saga, just part 1. We have no idea what the actual theme is and probably will not figure that out until the second, which is a few days away. But the hint that we got yesterday, which is this hint right here, uh, at last the time upon us, I actually don't think he says that, but it is a Zamasu. The JP side of this has the exact Zamasu line, like right before they fuse into Fuse Zamasu. So it is most likely going to be a tag Goku Black and Zamasu that fuse into Fuse Zamasu, which would be my guess. If not just a fusion Zamasu. Ideally, a best case scenario is a tag Goku Black and Zamasu being a Dokkan Fest as well. A Dokkan Fest, tag Goku Black and Zamasu. Actually, we'll get into that later. Let's start off what I had. Okay, so first part. This could either be the Dokkan Fest or the Carnival. If they were doing Dokkan Fest Carnival, I would prefer this card to be the Carnival, and then the other card that I'm talking about later, the main headliner, would be the Dokkan Fest. But let's get into it. So a blue Goku and a blue Vegeta tag unit that, of course, transform into a Vegito Blue. Of course, is going to be a similar unit as the Tech Super Vegito that we just got for 10th anniversary and the AGL Super Gogeta that we got for the 10th anniversary. So let's go over this. Again, super attacks, whatever. Now, here's my thing. One of these two is going to have to fuse, right? So which one would I prefer to fuse? I would probably say the Goku portion would be my choice. If that's how they're going to do the tag unit. It's going to be a tag unit. There's no way it's not. I would be shocked if it wasn't. It could just be a straight up Vegito Blue, actually would be fire to me too, but I would expect a tag unit from these guys. So I would think I would prefer, although I would really love this Rage moment to be available as an active skill, I think this Vegeta, maybe they could just do this Vegeta as the super attack, but we do need an updated version of the Pride of Our Warrior Race is what I like to call it, super attack, where he just grabs Goku Black and then he's like punching him into the ground a lot. I think that would be a sick super attack or active skill. And if they decide to go, whichever one they decide to go, these would be the active of the other one that would not fuse. So Pride of Our Warrior Race active skill or a Rage Goku active skill, which would be really sick getting this voiced if they do the screams right. Not like Blue Kaioken, where he's not screaming at all in the active, where he's very clearly screaming in the show or even in the animation. Not like that. This has to be done well for it to be able to work. But if I had to choose, I think I would rather have this be the Pride of Our Warrior Race be the active that isn't Vegito. And then what does it do? I don't know. Hopefully something good to make it warrant you not transforming into Blue Vegito. Obviously, probably wouldn't be as good as Blue Vegito, like pretty much all the other actives aren't. But, you know, something like that. And again, then it would just be this blue Goku from Future. He would be doing stuff that he did in the fight against Goku Black. So, this isn't my favorite choice. I might just say that right away, but as long as they make it work well, it'll be good, okay? As they have to do it well, animations have to be good, kits have to be phenomenal. That is my most important thing right now is kits for me personally. Animations do have to be good. They have to be better than the 10th anniversary. Hopefully it's not 6 LRs and it's just 4. That's ideal as well. No 6 LRs, just give me 4. Give me the Vegito and the Rose slash Zamasu and we'll be set. So of course, one of those two will fuse into Vegito. Now, here's my predicament. I think this guy is either going to be too similar to the Tech Super Vegito, which would mean he would be really good, or he's not going to be similar to Tech Super Vegito, and then he's going to be much worse. So it's kind of like we're going to get either a similar card and he's going to be really good, or we're going to get a not similar card and he's not going to be up to par with the other tag units. Hopefully he is, though. I would like him to be unique and up to par. Maybe he shoots out a few 100 mil. Maybe he shoots out like a few, like 200 mil, 200 mil super attacks with guaranteed crits. Then we're talking, because remember, on Super Vegito's active turn, I'm pretty sure his APT is like 2.3 billion. So that is absolutely crazy. That's like 3 times any other units. We need somebody to be close to Super Vegito. The problem with is if there's another unit that's close to Super Vegito, everything is just super easy. So what would I like to see? We would need Dokkan original animations at this point. If they want to have an animation that they use directly from the show, although it's not animated very well. So I don't really want to see too much animated from the show because, again, it's not animated very well. I think they need to do the teleport, the instant transmission into the punch. If you know what I'm talking about, that Tech VB has, the 5th year anniversary unit. If they do that, if they do it the same as the tag fusions. Also, this unit has to fuse, by the way. This has to be a fusion unit. This can't just be like the tag Caulifla and Kale, where they don't fuse. Same with the Zamasu portion. We'll get to that. Has to fuse. And again, if they're doing it like the Super Vegito and the Gogeta, where there's only an 18 key, give him the punch, the instant transmission into a punch. Give him like a little combo before that. He'll do the instant transmission into the punch. And then his active will be a Dokkan original animation on the level of the Tech Super Vegito and AGL Super Gogeta. Which, again, if they do like the, what is it called, the Vegito special, but actually looks good this time. The Vegito special does look good, but it really isn't up to par what we're at now. So hopefully it looks, again, something along the lines of the Vegito special, but actually a really good animation. For the active, that's awesome. Let's go into the side banner unit. Trunks, just base Trunks, I guess. Could be Rage Trunks as well, actually. I think I might prefer Rage Trunks. Rage Trunks does not deserve a, in my opinion, Rage Trunks does not deserve a premium unit. And again, I also hope that this is not a full future celebration. I hope this, not a full future celebration, and they do something else for part 2. Because I don't want to see any more future. I already don't like the future pick. I don't want it to be the whole thing. We literally just got this 2 years ago. Pretty much the same thing. Again, but it's okay. It's okay. Give me a Rage Trunks here, or give me a base Trunks as the side banner unit. Again, if I had to choose, though, the Zamasu and the Goku Black would be the Dokkan Fest. Or they just give us dual Dokkan Fest here, and then we have dual Carnival in part 2. Which either way, again, if I had to choose, give me the give the Dokkan Fest to the next characters that I have up, and then make that Blue Goku tag Vegeta into Vegito, the Carnival. However, I don't think they're going to do that. So side, again, which I would suspect the Blue Vegito to have the side banner, you give him a Trunks or something like that. We do need a good Trunks because Int Majin Vegeta is coming up on an easy A, and he needs a good Trunks. Unless they change his kit around. Which I would assume they're not going to, but I guess that's beside the point. Okay, let's get into the next one. Rose. Absolutely give me Rose. If this is probably the most hyped character I am looking forward to the most, is a tag Rose and Zamasu, okay? Obviously, if they want to do this, this needs to be a Dokkan Fest. If they want this to work, like, good, this has to be the Dokkan Fest. Or a Dokkan Fest. They're gonna do, it's gonna be a tag Goku Black and Zamasu, I suspect. Not a Join Forces character. Give me a tag Goku Black and Zamasu. And they need to be a Dokkan Fest with a good leader skill, which encompasses a lot of the villains of the series. If they need to make a new leader skill for that, do that. Or you can just have a combination of, like, I don't even remember if they're on Terrifying Conquerors or not, but Terrifying Conquerors. Obviously they can't be movie bosses. I don't want to say super bosses because that category is actually terrible right now. And I guess this could buff it, but again, give me a villain encompassing category that gets Frieza, Cell, the Goku Black and Zamasus of obviously demonic power characters. Like, please, I need something that encompasses all of them. By the way, I do want it to be Rose. He needs to be Rose. If you want to give him an intro, you can, but he needs to be Rose at the start. And I think I would prefer Goku Black to start, just because he has better links than the Zamasu does. The Zamasu, not only does he not have big bad bosses, his links just aren't as good as Goku Black's. Okay, Goku Black has big bad bosses, so I think you would want him to start. And I really don't want to have a reason to switch over to Zamasu because of the big bad bosses, but whatever. And then, sorry, we'll give him the active of Scythe. He won't be the transforming character. We'll give the transformation to the Zamasu part, because, you know, Vegito, the Tech Vegito, Goku's the transforming, and then the Vegeta's the Patara break. Give Rose the, like, Patara break, quote unquote, where he pulls out the scythe, and then give Zamasu the fusion part. Okay? Zamasu, if I had to choose how these guys are built, obviously, this is very obvious. Zamasu has to be ultra tanky, like untouchable, like ultra untouchable tank. That is what he needs to be. Absolutely 100%. If they don't do that, it's actually a disservice. Making a Zamasu card a premium unit, making him a tag characters, and not giving him his immortality, which is ultra high defense, where he should pretty much be taking double digits from the best supers in the game. It is truly a disservice to a Zamasu character if they do not give him the best tanking in the game straight up. He should be the best tank in the game. I do not care. Goku Black, on the other hand, he can be more of an attack-based character. He should obviously still be very good defensively, otherwise he's just going to be unusable. But the biggest portion for me is making sure that Zamasu is the best tank in the game. If they're going to do a tag Goku Black and Zamasu, which they should. It makes the most sense. That would be the most hype, is making a tag Rose Zamasu, and it would be the most fun. So, anyways, again, Zamasu doesn't get anything like this, and then Rose gets the scythe. Whether it's like a rage, a giant form, an active attack, a transformation, just give him the scythe. I don't care what it is. Something that'll work good with the scythe. Give it to me. Give him his battle motion. A Rose battle motion is going to go hard, along with the transformation or the fusion that we give to Zamasu into Fuse Zamasu. His battle motion should be like one of the best in the game because of his aura alone. And when I say aura, I don't mean the term that people use when they say aura farming. I'm talking about his ki, of course, that aura. So if we look at this, talk about this stuff on the outside, you know how it's like white and it has like purple and blue or whatever? Yeah, his battle motion should be very good. This guy obviously should be Vegito level. Again, he should be ultra tanky because he is part immortal. So it would make sense for him to be ultra tanky, even though he does lose his immortality. Obviously, if you watch the show, at this point, he's still pretty immortal before he becomes corrupted. So I would also think I would prefer non-corrupted merge Zamasu as well, because we literally just got a corrupt one 2 years ago, and I really don't want it to be the same, even though it's going to be pretty similar, but with tag characters. So that's part one, premium summonable units. If this guy got a side banner character, I guess it would be Gawasu. That would be my pick, because there's not really anybody else you would give him. You're not going to give this guy the Trunks. I would say, again, side banner units need to be characters that are supports to the premium headliner. For example, really good side banner unit, General Blue for Tao. Fantastic. He's a 2-turn support. He has good defense slash dodging. And again, he's a 2-turn support. And he links well with the main guy. These side banner characters should not be damage dealers. They should either be really good tank support. I say either. No. They should be tank supports. If they want to do decent damage, they can do decent damage. But tank supports that link with their main headliner. Please. So like a Gowasu would link with the Zamasu pretty well. How good would he link with Goku Black? I don't know, but he would link with Gowasu. I can't think of another character that would be linking or would be a side banner unit to this guy because I mean he doesn't have anybody in the show, right? It's literally just Goku Black and Zamasu and that's it. That's why I'm saying like a Gowasu because he is there at the start. I guess we could also get a Hakai Beerus as a side banner unit, but we literally just got a Beerus as a side banner unit for the 10th anniversary. So, yeah, that's my pick for the headliners. Give me a Tag Goku Black, Rose, and Zamasu that transform or fuse into a Fuse Zamasu while giving the Rose portion his active skills, something to do with the Scythe, however they want to do that. And then a Tag Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta with this moment in it for sure. They could even, again, they could do this. They could do both of these. I think this would be better voiced, but this does need a really good animation. So, however they want to do that, give us that. If I had to choose between a Carnival and a Dokkan Fest, we give the Dokkan Fest to Rose and Zamasu because they need it more for villains. Villains absolutely needs a team. I think best case scenario, depending on what they do for part 2, if part 2 is future, just do a Dokkan Fest. Just give me both of these guys Dokkan Fest. This needs to be the Dokkan Fest 100% though, out of these two choices. So if they're going to do one of these, I mean, this guy's already going to be on both of the 10th anniversary teams because he's literally a pure Saiyan. And he's going to be probably Earth Protecting. He might not be Earth Protecting Heroes, but it doesn't matter because they're going to be Earth Red Fighters because of the Goku. They're going to be 100% on both of the 10th anniversary 220s. So they don't need to be a leader, a big Dokkan Fest leader. So just give the Dokkan Fest Goku Black and Zamasu. They need it, 100% need it more. It would make more sense for them to be the Dokkan Fest because of the leader skill. But if they want to make this guy, whatever, they'd make this Carnival, make this Dokkan Fest. We are good. Give them good leaders, okay? So that's my part 1 headliners. Now we get into EZAs. So let's talk EZAs. First one up, this guy. Now, you might be thinking, 2022? Well, guess who also dropped 2022? Now, keep in mind this is the global date. They did not drop 11/28/2022 initially. They dropped basically right now. They dropped 3 years ago from pretty much today. So, I think it was around the 28th because that's when Tanabata starts for JP. The celebration usually starts. This is basically when I think the Global Dokkan campaign should have started right now. It should have started right now or yesterday. But they wanted to make it the same day as the global anniversary for some weird reason. Which basically means we're going to have a dead period right now. But it's okay. It's okay. This is my first up for EZ, by the way. Bottom Pair to Child, Future Saga. This is still a good leader skill. Battle of Fate, extra 30%, okay? Obviously, what they do is, I think they just make it... I don't actually remember what they do, but this is a good leader skill. What do they do? Make him not locked to slot 1. I don't think they're going to change it, but if they can find a way to make him not locked to slot 1, that would be fantastic. Obviously a stacker, so still keep stacking. Make this 50%, and then give him, attacking defense, they have crit chance. Give him some damage reduction, and again, maybe increase this to 10 turns or something like that. Make them, again, this is a stacker, so I guess it doesn't need to be, but... Oh wait, no, this is guards all attacks, and then they still have the guard here. But make it 10 turns because of the defense and key, or something like, again. So they'll have this still build up to 70%. Overall, raise allies defense for 2 turns. Can be activated all future or from 3rd turn or when HP is 50% or less from the 5th turn. Obviously, this is not going to change. Again, this is my first choice for EZA. Need a good Trunks for the Majin Vegeta when he comes out for his EZA. And this is a very, very good choice for EZA right now. Next. Yeah, obviously this guy, same celebration. This is going to be a character that's going to link really well with this guy, obviously. And he's going to also just link with Goku Blacks and Zamasu's. For example, as you see here, 5 links. This guy, 4 links. Just straight up Rose, 4 links. So, Rose, 4 links. He links with Frieza. He links with Cell Max, so he links with the villains generally. And 3 was Zamasu, okay? Again, like I said, Zamasu doesn't really have good links, and all the good links are on Goku Black, okay? But this is a Big Bad Boss's character, and that's going to be one of the 4 links, which is huge. Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. This is going to be a great character to have at EZA. He actually, as long as they make him very powerful, he really never had a team to run. There was never any reason to run this guy ever, basically, after he released. So he never had a team. He was cooked. He just never had a team. And then when he was finally going to get a team, they decided to name that character, which does not have the same name in the show or any other media does corrupt Zamasu is just Fusion Zamasu. No, he is corrupt Fusion Zamasu, but they named him, they have the same name, so he wasn't even usable when he was finally going to get a chance, and it's unfortunate. But now, he has a chance, because this is going to be a linking buddy, because it is a transformation. So, shout out Fuse Zamasu. These two, I think, are pretty much locks for EZAs, and again, the reason that these guys can EZA now is we had the 7th years EZA. We've had at the Power EZA, we just had Yamcha EZA. They're available. Those guys are past them. They're available to EZA. Next, Goku Black and Zamasu Super EZA. This should be pretty obvious. Again, 2022, they release at the same time as these two. They are available for Super EZA. This Goku Black, Rose, and Zamasu tag character, which is gonna 100% be tag. I'm gonna be so upset if it's not. So upset you wouldn't even know. And also if they don't fuse much. They should, because the line is right before they fuse, so I'm expecting them to fuse. This guy, again, Super EZA for sure. Give him a great Super EZA. They have a 3-turn buff, they have a 6-turn buff, like, they have the base. They just need to give him the kit, man. They have HP recovery, they have defense, they have guard. But they're gonna need to increase this or just give him straight guard. They're gonna need to give him a kit, basically. This is a very basic kit because I mean this unit released in 2017, but they just basically have to make him a new kit. That's how it goes. Their super attack effects is there, maybe make it 50%, whatever. They're there. They gotta give him additionals. They gotta give him crits. Or super effective. They gotta give him guard for more than 3 turns. Something. They gotta give him something. Give him something good. This is a Super EZA candidate. Again, shares 6 links with Rose. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. It's gonna share links with Fuse Zamasu. 5 links with Fuse Zamasu. Again, great. This is exactly what this team will need when they get a Dokkan Fest. Tag Goku Black and Zamasu. I'm saying it again. Next, Super EZA, Super EZA, Blue Vegito, and Rose. Very obvious picks. He's a support unit. This guy could become a support unit. Yeah, I mean they could do a lot. Again, these guys don't have a lot of kit, so 2020, they're due. They're due. This is the most sent a blue character to work with these guys and this guy. It makes sense. And then of course again Rose to work with the other row. He wouldn't work with the Rose. It's fine. Because he's going to be a support, and then this Rose is going to be a slot 1. So it's okay. So he's going to just be at the end giving this key, and they're going to change it to attack and defense. And they're going to give him a kit, because he doesn't have a kit right now. So he's going to be a support. He's going to be very tanky. He still has a cool super attack. His super attack I would like to see updated with this guy. I know we kind of just got one with physical Rose, but it sucks, let's be honest. The physical Rose super attack is pretty awful. It looks nasty. So that can get updated to animation for sure. And again, the same thing with, like, I like this super attack, okay? Next, if we go on, because this video is getting long, this guy also is due for a Super EZA 2020. Again, 4/29/2020, and then this guy EZA that month later. They can both get Super EZAs. Another character, unfortunately, has Fusion Zamasu in his name, but it wouldn't matter that much. He is a buff, or he's a support. Make him a support. He'll link with the tag Goku Black and Zamasu that fuse into Rose. He will not link with the Int one, But again, that's fine. If he's a slot 3 support, does really good supporting, has really good defense, and then he can do some damage, there we go. He's good. He's cooking. He also has this. This needs to be 2 turns because you're running him in slot 3. You're not running him in slot 1 ever. Probably on Super EZA. So yeah, another Super EZA. There's a lot of good EZAs that are centered around this celebration. So it works. This has potential to be a very strong celebration. Last one, and then the video's over. This guy, another blue character again. He would link with these two for sure. The Goku. I'm actually not sure how it works. No, wait, hold on. Let me cook. This Rose would actually work with the Goku Black and the Zamasu, even if he's Goku Black right away, because their name is Goku Black plus Zamasu. So that the AGL Rose would actually link with that one. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And then that goes to this part where I was saying this guy, again, support. He would link with these guys because, again, their names are Blue Goku plus Blue Vegeta, so he would link with them and make him a support, good defensively, or good at really good attack or dodge or something like that. He has nothing. He has nothing. They have to build his kit up from 0 pretty much. But he has support, so that's already a good start. All these guys have support, which is, again, this is a fantastic start. BB is the only one no support. But the rest of these guys have support. Already a great sign for a Super EZA. They all have good links that would work with the rest of the characters that I suggest. And that's that. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. If you made it this far, please leave a like and drop a sub for this video if you enjoyed it. That's basically my concept for the headliners, side banner unit, EZAs. Hopefully this is what we get along this way. All the animations are very good. All the kits are very good. I hope the battle motions are good. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and with that, I'm out.